Now let us speak about the communion. Let us speak about the communion. As regards to communion, there are the following points can be spoken about. The first point, people are called to participate in the divine life, to participate in the life of God, as Jesus shown them by his participation in the divine life. The church achieves the participation in the divine life by means of Holy Spirit. So as regards to communion, the basis of communion is that all people are called to participate in the divine life. And if they are called to participate in the divine life, they should all be involved. And so by so saying, communion should be built upon that argument of the vocation to participate in the divine life. That's the first point. Now, second point, the church as the sacrament of communion aims at uniting people to God and uniting them as people of one race. See? So it is a sign and instrument, sign of people's unity among themselves and sign of people's unity with God, an instrument for that purpose and vision. So you see, as we said, the first point was that the argument for the communion, it is a vocation to participate in the divine life. But the second point is that is on the necessity of the church. Now the church works for the union of all people, first of all with God, but also union of all people among themselves, so that finally they are one race united to God. So the church is a sign of the unity of people with God and the unity of people among themselves, and it is an instrument for that work, that purpose. Then now, when people are united by the church, then something arises. What is that? From the concept of communion, there arises the mission of redemption of the whole world, where charity and the truth are being the tools for that. So, with the issue, when the church achieves the communion of all people, the union of all people, then that issue of redemption of the whole world comes to be the mission of that communion. Get that point? Yeah. Then from the concept of the communion, the issues of differences among people now become of service, become of use. Because with differences, the service of equality is achieved. By the way, the question of difference, as I told you, are very important for the mission of redemption of the world. And also, they don't mean that people are not equal, and they don't mean that people have no dignity because they lack them, because they're different. See? Now, in connection to communion, we also speak about the Eucharist. The Eucharist serves the communion, the union of all people. Because if we all share the blood, we all share the body of Jesus Christ. That means we all share we share the same spirit. And by sharing the same spirit, we achieve that union through the Eucharist. And now, also we speak about the local churches. When we speak about communion, we also speak about the communion of the local churches. Every local church is not an independent entity that it can stay aside and say, look at other churches, local churches saying, these other churches are different from me. I can't offer them any help. No. All local churches are to be involved in the communion, because all of them means the communion of the local churches implies the communion of all people, all Christians as one race, and the communion of the people with God. And actually, now, what is the necessity of the communion? Well, the necessity of communion is that it has given power to the apostolate of the laity. With the issue of communion, the laity are empowered to participate in the work of evangelization, in the mission of the redemption of the whole world. And actually, it has marked the end of the stratified society, where pastors were distinct from the faithful from the lay. Now, with the issue of communion, the pastor and the lay can sit at one table and work together. Yeah, with that, I wish that I think the issue of communion has been understood. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.